It's AV SuperFriends First Friday Live, a short, often impromptu show streamed live to the socials and usually on the correct day, the first Friday of the month. We've collected 2 or 3 topics, news stories, product announcements, social media posts, or email listserv messages, and we'll give you our honest opinions in about 15 minutes or less, or your money back. Offer not valid in some states. The show starts now. Or let's see, for whatever today's date is, I don't know. This is we're AV SuperFriends First Friday Live. It is the 30th, and this is not the first Friday, but a couple of months ago we discovered. When was it? May, June? It wasn't June. Had to be May or July. We discovered that if there's a 5th Friday, we don't have anything to do, so we're going to do a first Friday on the 5th Friday.
We don't have anything to do. I got tons of shit to do. Right?
And it's a holiday weekend, so
it's a holiday weekend, so there's
to do.
Nobody
no
out there.
Extra charge. This one's a freebie.
They're all free. Well, we are. I think we do have our invoicing fixed. So
Wait, who the hell have I been paying for this?
So, well, we're now billing listeners and viewers. So
somebody's making money, not me.
And we just spent the last 26 minutes furiously debating which topics we're going to discuss and who we're going to not make fun of, because, as Mark phrased it, don't alienate the entire audience, just part of them.
You know who you are. You know what you did.
Alienating people
it's in your
by
email.
name.
Stop talking about it.
The 3 of you, Sally, Steve, and Dave, get ready. We're coming.
Knock it off.
Is this the same
Dave?
Steve who emailed about the room
That was Steve.
setup last
That
time?
was Steve in Kentucky.
He's
Don't
in
worry about
Kentucky,
Steve.
So.
I don't know Steve.
Because there's only 2 or 3
Actually,
people
Steve
in
is my
Kentucky.
neighbor.
No,
He's actually
$20.
he's actually my neighbor. Steve, my neighbor. Yeah.
All right, so let's start the little timer thing here, so we stay sort of on schedule. Just to concede.
As if there was
we go.
any schedule at all.
Not really, but whatever. It keeps us honest. And we keep getting feedback from people saying they like the short shows. So there you go.
Mostly because we shut up.
Yes. Please stop talking.
Stop talking.
End your shows earlier.
They want to hear the intro, the commercial, and the outro. All this other shit in between.
Could you end the show before you start? That would give everyone a lot of time and effort. All right, so let's see. What are we doing first? We're doing this news story here from, what was the first one on our list? Sound and video contractor.
Oh.
This one comes from, it's about a company by the name of
contractor.
Yeah. Digital View is the name of the company, and they have invented witchcraft. And the headline is,
I don't know if that's a new invention.
Okay, they have reinvented witchcraft.
They have patented witchcraft.
E-paper display for public signage runs on wireless power. Okay, that makes sense until you start thinking about it. And then it says the display company Digital View has developed a unique take on e-paper that doesn't rely on a battery. Uses a wireless overhead power module by WeCharge. This means the signage operates on ultra-low power with the possibility of a blank screen. So they are beaming power from one location to the next. Don't walk between those two things.
Yeah. Sounds
It's
great.
just infrared. It should be fine. Sort of like microwaves.
Should be.
Should be
Yeah.
fine.
all right.
Yes.
Should be okay. Just like, sun rays and
Yeah.
That's ultraviolet, isn't it?
But like all these little weird things.
there's enough of all of it.
Have your little server, whatever the hell it is, and then just stuff this thing up in your ceiling somewhere, and it'll get you all the signage stuff. Now this one's just got power. Cool. What could go wrong?
But I guess, in theory, this sort of concept, obviously it's a small screen, it's low power, all that stuff, but it does says it has a Raspberry Pi in there. So is it also powering a Raspberry Pi wirelessly? So you can just stick this on a wall somewhere, as long as it's
Needs to be plugged in.
Okay, so is this a proof of concept thing? Is this real?
I don't know. Is this
It
real?
says, I'm looking up their finances right here online, and they've raised $21 million.
Shorting this company already?
I might short them.
Get in on the ground floor.
Because this is, I don't know. Yeah. I have to short them now to January 6th, maybe. A little long-term options trade there.
If you're available in this company, call in. We're going to talk to you.
It'd be interesting. I would like to know how are they pulling this off? Is it something
It's
that
sending infrared, and that's really all the specs say. Just
So
like
is
your
my
remote
remote
control
control.
does.
Why
Right.
charge? We charge.
Well, we charge for something.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
So, clearly I'm guessing this is a proof of concept, though it does look like a finalized product. I'd love to see this in action and know the ins and outs and details. And Mark, to your point, somewhat jokingly, but probably not untrue, is that if I use a Raspberry Pi as the media option to drive this, does that have to be powered separately?
Yes, that's an option, and that option means you need Cat 5 and power.
So this other link says that it sends focused laser beams of infrared, like laser beams.
I'm all in. Let's go.
So
this thing's great.
I would suggest these folks set up at Infocom next year across the aisle from their displays and allow people to walk between them.
Yeah. Does it cut out? Is it immediate? Just boom.
They were at CES.
In a shadow.
Yeah, yeah. Seriously though, if you know of this company or you're with them, please come talk to us on our show.
We want to know the physics. Like, we don't want any
I'm already kind of a
sales.
nerd for an e-ink display, let alone, now it's something a little different.
E-ink and wireless charge, that's got all the bells and whistles.
See, I wonder if these little modules that you put on the ceiling, are they like PoE? You got to pull a bunch of network cable for it?
Well,
like,
power has to get there somewhere,
It's got to get
Justin.
somewhere, yeah.
Well, they install these
wireless
little
all
things.
the way down.
No.
It just rips it out.
So
of
if you
the
go to their
atmosphere.
website, it kind of shows all these little widgets installed on the ceiling, shooting laser beams at all
Almost
the
like a little Nest temperature
phones
controller.
and yeah.
Weren't those the ones that the battery power ones would crap out and then you wouldn't get smoke alarms when your house was on fire?
So I wonder if they're
Of
PoE
Justin's house.
devices.
No.
We haven't burnt my house down yet.
All right, so we'll move on from our witchcraft there and curious what's going on there, but
device.
interesting. The headline did a good job. It caught our eyes and we talked about it. So
Check it out. If you know more, let us know. We'd like to know more.
next one comes from Rave Pubs, and the headline here is Leon debuts universal frame style mounts for thin TVs. And basically this is Leon who makes the kind of the customized soundbar enclosures and customized display enclosures and things for like a nice finished look generally in a home theater environment.
Yeah.
Though we're seeing that slide a little bit into commercial. They're at Infocom every year, and they do interesting stuff.
Yeah.
It looks clean.
They also will make custom. If you are looking for this, by the way, they make custom width sound bars. If you want it to perfectly match whatever display you've got in that kind of high touch environment, they will custom make a sound bar that will perfectly match visually that. So, what's interesting about
Sideways or up and down, either one.
your call.
Diagonal.
But only on one side.
They make fake ones so you can offset them. Like it's wild. Yeah, but yeah.
They've had frames like this in the past, but what's interesting about this one is it's designed for ultra slim TVs, primarily commercial TVs. But we're seeing the same sort of play in digital signage, commercial digital signage, that all the displays are getting thinner and thinner and thinner. And I don't know about you guys, but I keep getting the comment from people saying they just want the display on the wall, super thin to the wall, all sorts of, it looks good, but they don't want to see any wires and they don't want to see the brackets behind it. And that's a challenge.
You need that wireless thing we just talked about.
Well, we use the wireless thing, then it just don't walk in between those. But for something like this, if it works, what I like about this is these snap-on via magnets. You can do it after you get your display mounted and level and all that, and then you snap these around. All it's giving you is a nice clean finish all the way around, and it's customized per model of display to your appropriate dimensions, and so it's just kind of a slick finishing piece. Finishing piece.
I like that.
Yes, finishing peach for installations. But it caught my eye. So.
My guess is ordering these things have got to be a pain in the ass.
Have any of you
it's like
three
model specific? It's gonna be sweet.
Have you three bozos?
Yes.
Have you ever used Boyd enclosures for anything?
I don't know if you call me a bozo.
No, I've used the other like weather ones.
So the Boyd enclosures, we dibble-dabbled in that a while back for digital signage. I feel like
What now?
Dibble-dabbling
Dibble-dabbled?
signage?
It's a Kentucky
That's a
thing.
good company
Listen,
name, yeah.
bozo.
That was my term. So I
So
feel
is
like this is an
dibble-dabbling.
easier, less expensive Boyd enclosure solution, which I like. Boyd enclosure does custom housings and custom things for signage and all kinds of different applications, but
As long as the application
Seems
is
a little
a
bit more
display on a wall going inside a box.
economical.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Fair enough. And then there's a shout out to the Sanus mounts. If you need to like sling a sound bar on something, buy one of those Sanus mounts in there.
Sanus, who is owned by Legrand, I think.
Legrand, yeah.
And they make
People,
the same.
people ask those things. How do you get this thing? It's like you just buy one of those.
Just buy adapter widget.
All right, so let's see. Third story for today. Let's see, where's it? This comes from the commercial AV Discord and subreddit, and the question is: edge blending
Discord
processor.
and subreddit. Holy moly. Okay.
You're the one who sent the link. I'm trying to find an edge blending processor that can take a 32:9 aspect ratio signal and divide it into 3 projected images that will be edge blended together. The processor would ideally be a physical device, I'm not sure what else, and not some PC software because we don't want to touch the end user's PC to apply software. Projectors are Panasonic, but might change any suggestions on an edge blending processor.
This sounds like an integrator.
I liked all of this up until it got to 3 projectors.
I was going to say, I had problems with the first sentence, but...
I liked that they were like 32:9. Cool. I liked seeing that because that's actually a thing. Not to be confused with the 21 by. Just as 2 full 16:9 images side by side. Let's go. But 3 projectors really throws a wrench into this whole thing to me.
Yeah. And that's a processor and a blender. And now they want 32:9.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
who doesn't?
Why are we even trying to edge blend?
Are you just thinking just take two projectors, butt them up one against one another, and just go?
I've done that before.
Done.
It's real easy.
I mean, that's 32
Rooms
by
all over,
9.
yeah.
I just
Done.
installed one of those this summer in a lecture hall.
Do you ever do that as single connector, though? One input, that's a hell of a needed coming off a single computer.
No, that's just overcomplicating it. Why just run 2 signals, 2 projectors?
And-
Depends on
and
what
I
you're
guess
trying to
that's
do, but
where I'm
there you
going
go.
with
There-
that
there's
too,
your riddle,
you know?
right?
It's like,
like, what's the goal of what they're trying
Yeah,
to do?
why are we overthinking this? Unless
maybe
they've got some
there's
sort of
something
specialized...
fun up front.
You can do it with a little matrix thing, right? Downstream, 2 HDMIs going in. With single
Yeah.
It just seems
But
so complicated.
why?
Well, yeah, hey, they're asking. I'm saying, here's how you do it. Here's how
So
it can be done.
what you're
without
saying
any
is
blending
somebody
in.
asked the wrong question in the most complicated way, and you said, well, all right, we'll solve that for you, but you ain't going to like it.
Yeah, I know.
Or it's
Like, to me,
They-
if it,
This might be valid. They could
It
be
is.
hooking it up to some kind of supercomputer with
so
some kind of crazy
in our Link
output.
100 room right here, we have side by side 16 or excuse me,
No.
32 by 9, one connection. That's always a dream. But people bring in their little processor and plug in 2 HDMIs, and they have
Well, that's
their,
because their computer only has
shut
one
up that
output
way.
or something, right? Is
Yeah,
there
well,
some
single output.
limitation on that? Yeah.
and that resolution, and they've built their presentation accordingly.
Tell them not to do that.
But it looks so much more impactful.
But if the client wants to pay for it, then
But to that point, Mark,
just
they're
get LED panels.
to
I
your,
would
to your,
rather do
your comment
that.
there, you have side-by-side projection, 2 16:9 images, so 32 by 9. But those are separate routed signals to those to those each of those projectors separately. So the issue you're having is on the front end where somebody's bringing in a computer that has only one output, so you have to fake a 32 by 9 out and then split it into 2 16 by 9s in the system to get it on the projectors.
Which something tells me that's where this is going to ultimately
It could be.
end up also,
It could be.
because you're going to have to confront that weird he did.
It's just
Yes.
So, but is this a blending question? Is this a
Well, and to your point,
processing question? It's a really interesting riddle because I think
it's a needs
it's a
question.
lot of different things wrapped up into this.
it's like, what do you need to do?
All of it.
Maybe they need all that. Maybe they need 3 projectors in
maybe-
analog
maybe it's
way
a
or something.
Command and control system, but you don't really need one.
I mean, I'm with you. Let's just
Direct
buy a
view
giant
LED.
video wall. Yeah, exactly. Big video
Let's move it
wall.
on.
Correct
to the
aspect,
original
here we go.
question of an actual processor, I don't know. Yeah, analog way. I would look at the TV1 Choreo, the Choreo mini series. You can build them out with cards, do whatever you want. You can certainly do that. And you can make
the
this
Hippo
work, but I guess it
series.
raises enough questions of are we overcomplicating this? Because yes, you're at this point you're putting in a processor to handle things that could be not needed, potentially. So
Well, yeah, it all depends on how they want to get their content in and out of this thing. Like, what are they doing?
wirelessly from my phone.
Hey,
Perfect. Let's go.
I've got a gizmo for you.
Let's throw a Teams room in here. Why the hell not?
Yeah, and this. Yeah, by the way, this is running into an MTR.
Exactly. Might as well. I want like the 21 by 9 inside that 32 by 9 so I can have
Oh,
extra
they want the
chats
32
from
by
Reddit
9
on the side,
frame
yeah. Yes.
To want
to
all
wrap
the black
around
bars.
The
Yes.
21 by 9.
Yeah.
But
No,
the
we're gonna do
processor
two
only takes
phones
off the pillars
vertically,
where the
yeah.
texts are and increases those so that
What
you can
is-
actually
what-
see the text.
What would the aspect ratio of that be then?
Oh, why?
I think we've
What's
lost
next?
our audience.
Actually,
Yes.
we've gained 2 people. So whoever you 2
Oh, we
people are
have?
that stumbled into this, congratulations.
It's like,
All right,
sorry.
what's up? What's
Sorry about
next?
this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Last story. Not really a story, but
We just came across this today. So
It
this
was
could be
interesting.
breaking news.
This, whatever this, I don't think it's
This
breaking.
could be-
It might be
Oh,
broken.
this is a world
My
exclusive?
theory on this is that some web designer screwed up and it's some new product announcement for next InfoComm they don't know about yet. But I don't know. It could be just something.
It was one
stupid.
of those. Anyway, tell us what it is.
yeah. So the other day I was
Not
looking for
is.
the exact part number of the Biamp audio bar which
Let's
now I
call
can't remember
Biamp
what it was.
right now.
Yeah, call them, ask them.
1-800 buy amp.
And as I was looking through their website and I went to they've got it wedged under their conferencing bars and they've got these several different models in there. And I was trying to find it. And I saw one at the bottom that says it's not the VBC line or the ABC line. It is the CBC line. And next to that, it said ceiling mounted conference bar. And there's a web page for it. There's no picture, but it's got a part number and a description. And
There's not
so
really a
broken.
description. There's
nothing
no
there.
documents.
there's a
So some
description
web
at the
design.
bottom.
Where?
At the bottom, there's
Ceiling
5
mounted
words.
conferencing audio bar. Like,
Yes.
no shit. But I mean, where's my downloads? Where's my
else do you
specs?
Where's my specs? Give me the CAD file.
Where's my
That
CAD
that
file?
alone isn't enough to
So I
just
can
get
put
you
in my
just the
elevation.
fact that there's a ceiling mounted
So it's-
bar.
What are you all doing at Biamp? Biamp? Hello? What are y'all doing?
Shirley, what's going on?
So
Give me
yeah,
info
is
on
this an
thing.
unannounced product? Is this one that was a placeholder for something else? Is this simply my
this a
suspicion-
mistake?
Is it a mistake? Is it just a mounting bracket for one of their other sound bars?
Oh.
Or is this an entirely new one that has a different audio pickup pattern and all the rest, designed to be mounted much like the Shure MX, what is it, MX
Something or
710?
other. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think there's another one that's similar. That's just a microphone bar that is designed for those scenarios where it's tough to get mics to tables or whatever, concrete floors, etc. So
And for those who prefer the bar being above the TV instead of below the TV, there you go. You can put it
know,
all
you
the
can
way
just-
on the
just did
ceiling
this.
now.
you can
Did
just
this
mount
yesterday.
sound bars on the Oh, you're saying go so far above the
Just go
display,
all-
you're now on the
yeah.
ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go on the ceiling.
Not
Because
sure I'm following
why
the
not?
Logic there.
Put one on top of
Right.
a 109.
Hopefully it doesn't have a
I'm
camera
in.
on it.
Do
It's
it.
up there. Yeah.
You think it has a
It's-
camera?
It,
I don't know. Is there a camera on the ceiling
The
now?
one
It's
that I
like-
put up way high
can
sure
we
as hell
just
did.
start making up specs and be like, this is the first one of their parlay soundbars
8K.
that will have AVB output on it so that you can get it back into your
Hey,
Tosira
hey,
lineup.
hey, whoa.
8K camera with
Just start making up stuff.
You've been
SMPTE
needling them for years
2110
on that.
output,
It's a SMPTE
loop through
2110 native
analog,
endpoint.
loop through analogs,
And-
HDMI audio de-embedder.
All for under $900.
I mean, back channel communication says it is a mic bar with separate cameras, potentially.
Mic
Who's the
bar,
back channel?
Don't worry about
separate,
it.
All right.
He's busy
separate
right now.
cameras.
It
So
was Cam.
So you have to put a camera, probably one of their standard ones, on the display, and then the mic bar above, I guess.
Well, they had that new partnership with Aver.
why couldn't I put them together? What's wrong?
What if
with
I want the
that?
cameras on the ceiling too? Yeah, what the hell?
Then do it, man.
Go for it.
Sky's the limit. Just
Don't
put
box
everything
yourself
up
in
there.
here, man. Yeah, don't just.
So
put
if
it
I
wherever.
start taking their regular video
long as
bars
you
and
can
just start
justify
putting it
it.
on the ceiling, I've now created a new product category.
Yes.
All
Look,
right.
I
get
think
that laser beam wireless thing, and we're making money here.
we're
yes,
headed
this
down
thing-
the path.
Can this be
I will
wireless?
only buy
powered?
it. I'm only going to buy it if it runs on laser beams.
Here on out. That's it.
That's
laser
all.
beams for all.
That's the
We're-
only shit I'm buying from now on.
We're putting
Does this run
in-
on laser beams?
Everything
Nope.
is remote
the
powered.
sports camera
Not buying
systems
it.
where you can go 360
I'm shorting
around
that.
the plate. We're
Shorting
doing
that
now.
shit.
Yes, and I need a 360 version too. Yes.
360
Yeah.
up against
I need
the
to
wall.
be able to spin around it. Like the replay systems on sports games. I mean, I want to
I just thinking more
come
like
all the way around that sucker.
the hootie hoos, which we keep getting requests for. So.
Anyway, okay. Do you want to announce the phone thing, Chris, while we're here live?
Oh,
shit,
I
we
I
forgot
thought
about
we
that.
didn't.
Now that I've put you on the spot, how about
We were
announce?
supposed to do that
now
in the
that we're done,
beginning.
and I forgot about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
like,
well,
where's all
I
the-
tried to cue it up early on with the call-in thing and all that, but you just didn't bite on that. So.
I didn't hear you say it. Go back and say
So
it again.
start it over. You all, there it is.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to call in to this and give us shit in real time, we have a phone set up for you.
We're trying. This is a house of cards. It's worked twice, so
Yeah,
hang on to your butts if it doesn't.
But when we do this, we'll be doing more of this live stuff from here on out, and then
We're gonna get a
we'll
call
be
from that
welcome.
Biamp web designer, and it's like, "You sons of bitches."
That was
How'd
the
you
hope.
find that?
That was the hope.
And
We didn't know
I've
where to get
been
us.
fired.
So anyway, but yes,
Yeah, and to your point, Mark, about the live, we're most likely going to start doing more live shows because honestly, the amount of work it takes us to do the live show above and beyond the regular audio recording is literally clicking a button. And Justin has to wear a nicer shirt, which you can see.
This
he
is
went
a nicer
He
shirt.
went all out today.
It doesn't have holes in it.
well,
That's
it's
the main
clean.
thing.
He went
And
with a
it's-
clean shirt today.
My
So
shirts
He
are
turned it
different.
around because the mustard stains on the back.
They're normally clean. It's just how old are the shirts that I'm wearing?
The shirts are normally clean except for when you wear them for our shows. That's what you're saying.
Depends on what
how
I was
old is
doing
that
that day,
shirt?
I guess. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. So anyway, in the future, as we go live on these Fridays events, if you want to call in, we will prompt you and come on in. We'll get you live on the air. We may be regretting that at some point in the near future, but
Well, we'll just get in the habit of leaving it on. We need to announce
Yeah.
at the beginning. Leave it on during the show. You can call in and interrupt, and we'll take questions or
if you have
complaints.
questions, if you're on a ladder and it happens to be
Yes,
like,
we want to talk to somebody who's actively
will
above a
installing
ceiling.
something, we will help you figure it out in real time.
It's the only
there's-
time my wife calls me is when I'm top of the ladder.
There's always. I don't know what to say to that.
See,
Jay.
now we're getting a call.
Here it is.
Oh, is that it? Are we getting an actual call?
Yep.
Like we have no way to know who the hell this is.
That's the fun of this whole
Hold
damn
on to
thing.
your butts. This is now live.
You're live on the air.
You're live with the AV SuperFriends. What ladder are you on right now? Let's try that again.
Is it
All
gonna
right.
work?
How about now? You're live. What ladder are you currently standing on?
I am not currently standing on any ladder, just, platforms.
Just platforms.
Just
like
all the
platform shoes?
platforms.
You know the rules to this, right? You got to come
Who
on
is
and
this?
say like, "Hey, this is Jamie, first-time caller, long-time listener." Come on, you know the rules.
Did you use your own name
It's
for the
Aaron Peterson from Mechdyne.
Of course
No,
it is.
Aaron Peterson.
Oh, he's probably
has
the
to
one
be
that
Aaron.
posted the video processor question. You got to question that guy.
If there was going to be a first caller, it had to be Aaron. So
I just saw a phone number and had to dial and curious if it was actually live.
This works,
it's
man.
as
It
live
works.
as it
Look
can
at
be
this.
for us. Yeah,
We've reinvented telephones, and we're so excited about it.
all of that.
Like technology. Holy shit.
And you,
So, Aaron, what's on your mind?
Yeah,
What problem can
what do
we
you have?
can
What
we
can we
make
help you
worse
with
for you
today?
today?
what are you designing or trying to wire?
We do get consulting
I'm
fees
trying,
for this.
I've got a super old Polycom cable that needs to get adapted to
Yes.
something digital, but I don't think it's digital. I think it's analog
Chris knows what
because
to
it goes
do.
to a 5-wire thing.
You need, sir, the audio Bridgema widget.
Yes.
You got one
So
of those
what,
weird
like-
Klingon cables that has like the impossible breakout.
Exactly. That's exactly
So I'm
what I
guessing
need.
when you said old Polycom, you're probably talking VSX, so that is analog. So at some point there will be a VGA HD15, and you can scale that, I guess, to get it into a system. But don't use that.
Yeah, that should be in the trash can somewhere. How'd you end up with that?
You're doing this on a Friday?
No, this isn't anything current, but it's just one of those things historically that I think is very comical that Polycom had their very proprietary connections, and you always had to adapt it to something normal.
Yeah,
You saw
can-
how it worked out for them, right? I mean, it's now that there's some
Who owns Poly this week?
HP
HP.
today
Still HP this year.
Cool. Well,
until they roll it up and discard it too. Well, thanks for calling in, Aaron.
Maybe Samsung might buy them too.
yeah. there
Oh,
you go.
Harman thing
It's
now?
going to all
It's
end up
Harman?
under Harman and Samsung. It's going to be two companies at the end of the day: Samsung and Legrand.
Wedging it all into sound bars that are powered by laser beam technology.
Laser beam powered.
Laser beams.
But yes, I saw the phone number and had to dial it to see if it would actually work and see.
Oh, I
was
see. You were
curiosity.
testing us.
He was testing.
You're
us. He didn't
seeing
think it
how
was true.
real we are. Like, this isn't fake news, Aaron. This is real shit.
Yes, excellent.
Yeah,
Aaron?
it works.
You were the first, and that's a good prize to have. So you've been here. You've been around for a while. Listening to this show, and congrats to you on being the first caller.
Well, I hope
History.
everybody has a good Labor Day weekend, and just wanted to say hi.
You too, Aaron.
Thanks, Aaron.
Thanks, Aaron.
All right, see ya.
Yep. See, that's how it works. folks.
Works. Wow.
Hot damn.
Call in. We'll talk to you. We'll solve all the problems.
And our streaming viewers went up by 30% during the call.
Somehow, Aaron, when you joined, we got 4 more people to join this stream.
30% for. Okay, I
Whatever that
got
is.
our numbers capped now. Yeah.
So don't worry about that. Right here.
30% sounded way better. Thanks, Justin.
Yeah, but you guys aren't watching the
I
other.
didn't say it. 4.
We're on like 3 different platforms right now,
Yeah,
and
we're
you're
only
only looking
seeing
at one of them.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And it went up 30%. We're good.
Okay.
we're good. So that's the show. We did it.
Well, I'm going to close down the phone lines then.
Close them down.
Oh, we are? Okay.
Well, we took a call. Proof of concept. It worked. Just have to remember
for us to do that. It costs us like $100 a minute to have you guys piped in here. So we got to be very
Yeah, these are roaming
sparingly
minutes.
with this. Yes.
McDine will get
These are
a
nights
bill.
and weekends. These are not part of my nights and weekend minutes package.
No, I figured out like a clever way to pull them off the old AOL discs, and we're using them. So we
a new disc.
singular
to,
plan. Yeah.
We need to get
100
our
minutes.
donations page out there if this is.
There is a
this is
donations page.
costing
Go to the
us-
website.
yeah,
Donate us, give us like pennies, and we'll put them to good work.
helps us pay for that phone number.
Sure does. Pay for something. Right. Well, Chris, what do you think?
Well, I think I'm going to click this button here. We'll close this out. We're going to roll out of here. We'll be back next week with real First Friday, not like this fake Fifth Friday.
Fifth Friday thing.
Cover more nonsense. We'll take more calls and waste more of your time. And we'll be doing more live shows. So make sure you subscribe. Tell other people. Go tackle a perfect stranger out in the parking lot right now. Hold them down and make them subscribe.
Yes, do that. Everybody has to do that to 2 different people. And then mark your calendars. Whatever time this is right now for you, this is when we're going to kind of do this moving forward. So.
Yeah, generally,
Ish.
what is it? The 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific-ish. Sometimes like about 15 minutes behind is the ish because
That's
Mark is never
we're planning
on
a
time.
show for you, and I'm walking up, I'm climbing stairs.
I don't think you've ever been on time,
You're wearing a suit jacket or something. You're not
Dude.
climbing anything.
but not pants.
Yeah, I'm not wearing pants. Hell, why would I do that? It's Friday.
No, I thought
Friday.
that's what we were
Casual
all
Friday. It
supposed
says
to-
right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's
no
game day
pants?
tomorrow, man. Come on.
Just
Yeah,
said
college
you
football. Let's go.
Just said you had to have a jacket. Didn't take
College
anything
football
about pants.
weekend. Exciting.
All right. See you guys.
All right. Thanks, everybody. See you next week. We did it. A short show just for the first Friday of the month, usually. Follow us on LinkedIn and Twitter to join us next time. And you'll find the full slate of recorded podcasts and everything else we do at our website, avsuperfriends.com.